Do recording in progress. We're in. We're
Hi.
on. Hi. It's not like we haven't been chatting for the last 45 minutes, but hi.
Yeah, I know. This was
I
this was
love it.
great. Well, we started the call talking about how show ready we both are.
Oh, I'm in my Walmart dollar sweatshirt that we bought together with my matching headphones. I didn't even realize that. And my
Dude, you look,
glasses.
I know, you look cute
Because
as fuck.
I have zero makeup on. I came in. I don't even think I brushed my teeth. I've been rushing around
Oh,
all this morning. I had to drive Leah to work and blah blah blah. No, I brushed my teeth, but I feel like I haven't done anything but drink
I
coffee
know.
and talk to you. It's a great way.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know. Well, I love how you thought that I had done a lot of work on myself today.
I was like, look at her.
But
She's show ready. Look at how beautiful
so for those of you who are listening and not seeing us on YouTube's,
on YouTube.
you have no idea what we're talking about. But all I did
Mm-hmm.
today was put my hair in a pony, a really high pony, an Ariana Grande pony. That's what I call
Yes,
it.
I mean
Um,
totally. Yes, you
I
do.
mean, and then I just put on some fancy earrings.
Earrings.
Yeah, aren't
Yeah,
they gorgeous? I bought
yeah.
these
Those are really beautiful. I love those.
at the
And
farmer's market. I bought,
oh, yeah, super cute.
and
And
then
then
dark matte lipstick. That's all you need, girl.
that's
That's
all you
all you
need.
ever need.
Red, dark, matte lipstick. Mine's
A beautiful
shiny.
matte.
Is the
Yeah, it's
shine,
cute.
is it a glare? Do you have to like look away? Mine,
Yeah.
because it's so shiny.
No, but is it a plumper? Your lips look like bigger.
No, it's the shine.
Like, hi.
Look at
No.
us.
See, now you have to watch the show.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
We
we're
look
doing
like
ridiculous
ducks.
things. I know. Plumping up our lips.
Oh, but I have to tell you, what I found in my bathroom today.
What?
That sounded really bad, but um, I Mira Russell, my oldest daughter, she bought fucking hair gel, like in a big tube.
Ooh.
Like
Yes,
from the
yes, yes.
80s, like
Oh yeah, I know.
we had the Dep gel, right?
Oh, Melina,
She,
yeah, my girls do that too.
I was like, what? This shit's making a comeback? Oh, yeah.
Oh
So that's what
yeah,
I did.
that's
I
way
just
better.
put like all on the, like make a
Slicked it.
slick, like, make it. And then I'm
Yeah,
like, holy shit, look at
yeah,
those grays. What
yeah.
the
Oh,
fuck?
can't see them here, sis. Yeah,
Okay, good.
no,
But
can't
yeah,
see
that was
them.
shocking.
Yeah,
It's a shocker.
I think that's why
But
I don't put my hair up in a pony because it's like, whoa, all the gray is
really?
revealed. I have so much gray. I'm totally gray. But yeah, so I don't really put it up in a ponytail very often because you
Yeah.
can see it all.
You can see all of it. Yeah, but I mean,
Mhm.
I love this gel because it's like they make it fancy now. Like when we had it, it was basically like
Fancy?
petroleum.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it was
Yeah,
like
yeah. Yep.
fucking just
Yeah.
like you could light it on fire, right?
Oh yeah.
But this stuff, it's got argon oil in
Oh
it, and
yeah. Mm-hmm.
it's like looking all
Mm-hmm.
fancy. So I was
Yep.
like putting it on, and it was so
I
funny.
wonder if it's the same stuff Melina has because she's been wearing her hair slicked back like that with a ponytail lately. That's like been her work
Love it.
her look, but also because of work, she has to wear it
Yeah.
up. So she's constantly slicking it back like tight. Kind of
Yes, it
cool.
looks so cute.
I
Well,
know.
so that was my beauty regimen this morning.
Okay. I had no beauty regimen. And that's the theme of this podcast. So welcome. We're talking about beauty
Welcome.
on Light Workers Unite. Dun, 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 dun. Light Workers Unite is a podcast and social show hosted by intuitive women, light workers, and most importantly, friends, Mayume and Manjeet. Welcome to our podcast, Light Workers Unite, where we believe there is a light worker within all of us.
Whether you are a medium, an educator, or a nuclear medicine technologist, there is a light worker within you, and we have work to do.
This is a safe and sacred place where light workers connect, grow, and learn.
And share our light with the world.
Insert music. Okay, perfect.
What is wrong with that?
I don't know.
I mean, I kind of love it.
We always said we should record our conversations. That's what we always say. And so we started doing it, and here we are.
Wait,
So
yeah, documenting it, right? Like actually
yeah,
saying this is
same.
like, I wonder, and maybe this is part of like what our listeners they want to maybe hear or this topic in particular. We're getting older. We're like in our 50s,
Yeah.
you and I. Um, And,
Yes, we
you
are.
know, I think that our perception of beauty, like, when you were saying earlier, like you don't put your hair up, right, because of the gray, right? It's a perception of what you think is beautiful,
Yeah. Yeah.
isn't it?
It is. I agree. Like I don't want to reveal how much gray I have by putting my hair in a
Yeah.
pony. I put my hair up in a pony when I'm working out, playing volleyball, and that's about it. I'm not usually, you won't see me sporting a ponytail usually
Mm.
because of that. It's so true. And I mean, since we're going to go there, I also have, if you haven't noticed, I have a full face. I've always had cheeks my whole life, and it's just a little fuller now in my 50s. And when my hair's up, I feel like my face is even more exaggerated. What the word
Oh,
is, I don't know.
yeah.
I mean, not in a bad way, but it's just, I just don't feel good. And I think it's important that we do things that make us feel good. And so I just don't
Yeah.
generally put my hair up in a pony. But maybe I
Yeah.
should. Next show, I'll wear a pony for
I
you,
think
and
it
I'll wear
should.
dangly earrings. Yeah.
And just see
I'll
how it
say
makes
that.
you feel, right?
Mhm, mhm. I
Like
like to do
I,
a bun once in a while. I
yeah,
don't know
well, that's the
why.
same thing, isn't it?
It
I mean, you put your hair.
is. I know. It is. It's exact. I mean, but again, I do this when I'm not going out and about. I
Yeah.
I don't. So
Yeah, I
yeah.
can house a good pony for a little while and then I get a bit of a headache.
Oh my
Like I
gosh,
get
me
kind of,
too.
so I have to kind of, and when I'm in clinic, obviously seeing
Yes.
patients, my hair is always usually, I mean, it's kind of like pinned back or a little bit back,
It is
or
yeah.
in, a little bit of a pony, just because I have, these big fume hoods. So you're leaning in and out and you're leaning over patients and starting
Okay.
IVs and
Yeah.
stuff. So you've got to kind of be
Don't
like, you don't want to look
manage the
sloppy.
hair. Yeah. Manage the hair. You
Yeah.
don't want the hair like hitting them in the face or tickling their
Yeah, I mean,
face.
you could
Yeah.
do a
Yeah.
little like Ariana Grande slap.
You just need the little ears, the little cat ears. I'm gonna buy that. You would
I've got
look
the
just like
mic.
her. Yes. Seriously. We should do like a little, I should do a screenshot on that because you did. You look like her. Oh my gosh.
I fucking wish that little cutie
Oh my
patootie. My
gosh.
God.
So cute.
But
I
I
know.
know that's like it's such an interesting concept, right? To think of like how you view beauty and what you think. In one of our oracle cards, we were very we
Very
created for our
strategic.
Lightworkers Unite Oracle deck, right? It's all about that was part of the creativity series.
Yes.
So why do you think we put beauty in the creativity series?
Well, see, there's that saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So what I might think is beautiful, someone else may not. It's different. And beauty isn't just about our vessel and our body and how we view ourselves and how we want to portray ourselves. Beauty is everywhere. I think and to be creative with beauty makes total sense to me. It is creativity because beauty can be mastered, it can be manipulated, it can be nature and the earth. It has all this beauty. So I think it's not just people and how we present ourselves. There's beauty in artwork. There's beauty in landscaping. There's beauty in someone's brain. Their mind is beautiful, right? The beautiful mind. There's so much beauty in this world, and to constrict it to of how our face, our bodies, and I'm going to speak about women because you don't really talk about men and beauty necessarily. I'm generalizing here, but you don't hear men saying, yeah, he's beautiful, or okay, well, I do think Maroon 5 Adam Levine is beautiful. I will say that because I just saw him in concert in Vegas last weekend, and he came out and moved his hips and his tats, and I was like, he is effing beautiful. So there's that. There's a man that I find beautiful.
But
But
that's also your perception of him as
that's
beautiful.
correct. Not everyone's going to
Right.
think he's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I
But
just
but also
realized
like
that.
you're saying I'm like men versus women, right? So like this is a woman looking at a man saying he's beautiful.
Saying
Or
that.
do you mean like men not saying men look beautiful? Right?
Not
That's
all men.
different. Is that what you mean?
I just think when we use the word beauty, I think it's somehow always referenced around a woman. I think women are beautiful, or women use beauty, or it's beauty products. I just find like, in any type of in society, beauty, beauty
Yeah.
products. Everything is around kind of geared towards the females.
Yeah. I agree with that.
So,
Yeah.
so that's so I guess I meant, but but I think all kinds of things are beautiful. You're right. When it comes to me, and you and I are the same in this, that we are raising these beautiful girls, these young women. And I really, truly want them to feel beautiful inside and outside. You always say like, oh, you're beautiful inside and out. I want them to feel and have inner beauty so that it exudes outside, right? And I say I hope this for them when I am still practicing this myself every day of feeling beautiful. And what is that to you? I mean, what do you think feeling beautiful means? I mean, is it a feeling, right? It's not just with the eyes, it's how we feel. Feeling beautiful.
I mean, I love that because, you're right. And on our card, it actually says, look for all the beauty, around you, but also within you. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, that you cannot see exactly, that you maybe don't even know is there.
Yeah.
And I love this conversation about, even the girls, like, how do you feel beautiful when our society is all about like the way you look, right? The aesthetics of how you look, how you're, the size of your face, right? The way you do your hair, the size of skirt that you buy, like
size and shape of your body. And I could say this because I would say this if she was standing here, but my middle daughter, Amanda, who was a freshman at University of Arizona, she talked about this. It was a real struggle where the girls at that college, everything was geared toward the way you looked. And I tried to see if I could change her viewpoint a little bit of explaining it's so much more than the way you look. And she argued with me and said, I'm sorry, Mom. No, it's not there. It is all about how you look. And she really struggled with that. She felt this immense pressure of looking a certain way. And I just felt so bad for her. And I feel bad for all girls because I'm sure she's one in a million that feels the pressure of wherever you are, high school, college, working world, where you're comparing yourself, the way you look to other women, to other people. And that's doesn't always end well when you compare yourself, right? In that fashion. It's hard. How do you build confidence? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think this is, really, like I honestly, I mean, and this is a big part of what I do with coaching, right? And as a life coach, you learn to identify yourself as a whole being versus your physical body, right? And in the coaching experience, what you're doing is you're not letting one perspective of yourself hijack the way that you think about who you are as a person, right? Because your physical body is just one aspect of who you are and how you show up in the world. Because underneath all of that, and that's what I think of as beauty, and how we say it in the card, it's within. For me, the beauty within is all about connecting with your core values, really knowing what you believe to be true and living in that integrity, right?
Yes.
Living in a way that is honoring your self-care, taking care of who you are as a person, and just being like living in alignment and integrity with who you are and what you believe in. The problem with younger people today, I think, is that they don't even know who they are. So how do you live in integrity with your core values when they don't know exactly what they are?
That's right. You don't know what your core values are. Yes.
They don't know yet.
They don't know yet.
Yeah. And these are the things that I really feel. I mean, having two, teenage daughters myself, that's one of the biggest questions I'll ask them is when something happens, it's always like, how did that make you feel? Right. Number one. And then number two, why does it feel sticky for you when this happened? What is it about that feels sticky or uncomfortable?
Agreed.
And
let's get to the core.
Times, let's get to the core, because this isn't just about X, Y, and Z. This is about something much deeper. This person is exhibiting, for example, mannerisms or presenting in the world in a way that is out of alignment with who you are as a person. They're, they're not being honest with their boyfriends or, whatever, that they're not being honest with themselves, or they're putting themselves down. And if you honor integrity and feeling and self-care, then when you hear other people putting themselves down, it's really hard.
Oh, it's awful. And I always think about that, even though we women, and every single one of us has done this, where sometimes we'll have that negative self-talk and beat ourselves up for whatever it is, right? Oh, I don't like the way this looks, or whether it's our body or the way we're wearing our hair, our makeup, whatever it is. I always feel bad because I know that I may be talking like that, but I'm not necessarily sharing it out loud. And it always sounds ugly to me when it is shared out loud. And so if I hear someone else saying it, I'm always like, ooh, don't say that. I always feel bad. And I'm guilty of saying, I have a really good friend, Sarah. I don't know if you're listening, Sarah, who taught me this. And she just said it once. And she's very funny. She's just got a great sense of humor. But I had remarked or said something about the way I looked or what I was wearing or whatever it was. It wasn't horrible, but it was, negative towards myself. And she goes, stop talking like that and be nice to my friend Mayume.
I know.
And I just love the way she's like, you just be nice to my friend Mayume. And the way she said it was funny, but I also appreciated it because I would never say these things to a friend. Right. So what makes it okay for us to say it to ourselves? And so I thank you, Sarah. It always made me laugh. She did it in such a great, humorous way to deliver a message like, stop talking shit about yourself, girl. Right.
Yeah. It's not worth it. Yeah. It's not. Well, and, but that's the thing where if you really believe that about yourself, right, that's when it gets really hard, right? If you really do believe that you are ugly and worthless or undesirable and not beautiful, right? That's the deeper discussion, right? That wants to happen within. Yeah. So I feel like if you're saying those things, the first question for me is, do you really truly believe that to be true? I'm not here to change that for you because I can't change nobody can change anybody. And as parents, that's really fucking hard, right? Like, so I want you to change the way you feel about yourself. I know. But we can't. So the very first question is that your truth, right? For me is like, if I'm talking about Mira, for example, my oldest, I'd say, is that really your truth? Like, let's talk about that. Do you truly believe that to be real, that you are ugly or fat or whatever the fuck, thing that they're thinking about? And then I go, then we can go from there, right? Yeah. Because then we can start unpacking, okay, this is a real belief system that she has. And now we got to go deeper. Now we go into the core value. How much are you identifying yourself with how you look aesthetically? Yeah. And it really, a lot of it stems by the comparison. And these poor girls, I should say, this poor generation of young females having to deal with social media and all the beauty that's out there on social media, where people are only portraying like their best selves and putting on the makeup, and they've got a filter and they're talking about how wonderful their life is and they're showcasing how cute and beautiful, and which is great if they really truly feel that and they're confident. But what it does for the others who are just stuck on their phone watching this, they are immediately going, oh, I wish I looked like that. Or look at her. She's so beautiful. She's so funny. She's so, she's this and this. And together. I'm not. Yeah, she's got it. Yeah. And I'm not. And then they go like, and I don't have that. And so so then they feel empty. Yeah. They do. Less than they feel. And we do too. Women, like older women do this shit too, right? Like, I mean, we do that kind of stuff too. And live in these areas and pockets of comparison sometimes. Yes. But I think as we get older, we learn, this whole concept about, like self integrity. We learn our value. We learn that, my body isn't going to look like Ariana Grande because she is fucking 12 and I'm 51, right? Like, but, as we get older, we start realizing that, we are sovereign. We are goddesses in our own way. And we've gotten a track record, right? We've been able to kind of like learn that we are so much more than our physical appearance.
Yes.
And that's what I
Yes.
feel like my job is with my daughters, is to help them understand that you are so much more
So
than the
much
way you
more.
look. I mean, you are this
Yes.
powerful, strong, smart, intelligent, and that's all beautiful. That's
It's
all,
all beautiful. It's all beauty.
yeah. I think mostly too, I mean, I focus a lot. I mean, I know we both do with our girls, but when the focus gets shifted on how do you act, not just, how do you present yourself? Like, are you a kind human being? Because to
Mhm.
me, that's the most beautiful characteristic you could ever
Exact.
have.
I agree,
You know?
Manjeet. Absolutely.
So it's like,
Yeah.
fuck that shit. Like,
Yeah.
don't worry about
Yeah.
all that stuff. How are you as a human fucking being in the world? And look
Mhm.
at out there. Look at how mean people are to each other,
Yeah.
especially right now,
Oh,
politically,
I
and,
hate it.
with
Mhm.
women and all the things. It's like, and our LGBTQ plus communities, like,
Yes.
why don't,
Yes.
we
Here's to.
just don't see the beauty in all of that. And I think that's, we need to remember that kindness is the absolute pinnacle of beauty. I
It
think.
really is. Think about that. If you're in a room, so let's say there's a beautiful woman. I'm just going to say woman. Okay. So a beautiful woman, she's all put together. Her hair is done. She's got makeup and she's in a cute dress and she's got a great figure. All of this, and she's sitting there. And then let's talk about the person who comes in that may not be all that, but their personality and their kindness exudes. It's about what is the
Oh,
energy
yeah.
you're bringing to the room, and they come in and they're personable and they're talkative and they're enjoyable and fun and kind and they're like complimentary of others, and maybe that beautiful bitch is just sitting there, judging everyone else, like, what in the world are you wearing? I didn't know you were wearing jeans. I didn't know this was a blah blah blah, but I mean, because the judgment of others. And that was what my daughter Amanda was speaking of. She goes, you don't understand, everyone judges everyone, judges what you wear, what brand name of bag you have, the shoes, etc. I mean, there's levels um
Yeah.
demographic.
It's a hierarchy.
Yeah, thank you. I was like, what is the word I'm looking for? Yeah. And I don't understand any of that. I've never lived in that, worked in that. I mean, we were very, very poor. My mom sewed all of my clothes. I mean, seriously. And and I, even though I wanted that and yearned for that, I just had to find my own beauty, my own ways. And raising these three girls, it is tough to be a role model and really try. I share with them all the time, like, I don't talk about my weight. I don't talk about my body in front of them. I learned a long time ago, that's, I'm just happy and just trying to just do my best and just do this through example of self-care, of eating right, exercising, and speaking kindly about myself in front of them. Now with you, girl, I might be like, oh my God, I just put on
And that's
jeans
good.
from last summer. Yeah. I have to get into a bathing suit. Yeah. Anyway, so all those things, and that's all light and fun, because really to the core, how do we feel about ourselves? I mean, I love myself. I know who I am. I know my core values, and I want to be that person who shows up and brings positive, compassionate, kind energy to a room, to all my sisters and to other women and to all people. And I see them in their beauty of who they are and the energy that they exude. I think that's beauty is energy. We're all energy, and we can find beauty everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah, I agree. I think that it's very, it can be really disarming to, I know for myself, I mean, just going through this mastectomy and reconstruction, my definition of beauty has really like been turned upside down, right? And one of my really dear friends, she's amazing. She has a new podcast out. I was listening to one of her first episodes, and her podcast is called Yes or No, KNOW. It's quite clever, actually.
I like it.
And I know she's brilliant, and she's so frank and honest. So if you guys get a chance to check her podcast out, please check it out. She's amazing and really smart, a lot of wisdom. And one of her first episodes, it was called Desire. And when I was listening to it, it was directly connected for me with beauty, right? Like, if I'm beautiful, then I'm desirable. And if I'm desirable, then I'm wanted.
And
And then I'm
lovable and
love and worthy, right? All this stuff kind of came up, and her and I had kind of a really rich discussion about it. And I just was, I mean, it was kind of tough because I thought, my perception of beauty is completely altered because my body has shifted and changed, right? With the mastectomy and reconstruction. It's like for a while there, didn't even recognize my body. My breasts are completely different sizes, and am I beautiful now? Is my body beautiful, right? Am I beautiful? Am I desirable? Am I worthy? Right? All this stuff. So it was just a brilliant podcast, and I just love that it cracked open all of these things for me to be an inquiry like we're doing today, to talk about these things of how we perceive ourselves. And the one thing about William Russell, which I think is just amazing, is he still really finds me desirable, right?
of
He
course
still
he loves
thinks
you.
I'm beautiful, right? And I
Yeah.
just think I kind of like am in awe of that. Like, really? I mean, have you seen this titty?
Oh,
I'm not, I'm just like, I don't know about this. Or, yeah. But he's just like,
oh my gosh.
but it really kind of was like that same thing you're
Mm-hmm.
talking about, like looking for other people's approval of your beauty and what it looks like. And so for somebody who you love so deeply and dearly to go, man, like, you're still very
Yeah.
desirable. It's still very beautiful to me. I needed that kind of that affirmation as well. So I love that when you're talking, the same thing with what you're talking about with sisterhood, like being able to talk to your sisters and go, holy shit, it's bathing suit season. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
No, no, thanks. Yeah.
No, yeah.
So I
I don't
just,
care. I
yeah,
don't care how tan my cellulite looks. It is like still, let's get it. Oh, it's still there.
it's going. Yeah, it
It's
might
yeah.
be a tankini this time
Yeah.
around. I'm just saying, we're gonna tankini this shit. No string bikinis this season. I don't know
Oh
when
yeah.
what's to.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
haven't been in a string bikini in years. But yeah, God bless it. And again, no judgment on others. And yes, I can admire a beautiful body just like anyone else. And as long as I think it depends on how we carry ourselves. If we feel beautiful, if we believe that we are worthy, if we believe I am enough with all my stretched out, war wounds
Mhm.
from giving birth to three very large babies, by the way, very large
Yeah,
babies. And I
yeah.
still think like, uh, so what? Yeah, I might be like, all right. I may not look like I used to, but I am still worthy. I am still enough. I am still beautiful. And I believe that uh, it comes from within. And like you said, as long as our husbands are still finding us a desirable, then thank God.
Like, okay, William Russell. All righty, here we
Yeah.
go. That's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I think
Yes.
it's
Yes.
I definitely this concept of beauty and beauty is skin deep, like you said earlier. This perception, I think if we are saying negative things about ourselves as well, I think the very first question might be to ask yourself, do I really believe this to be true?
I love that,
You
man.
know,
Yeah.
and if you do really truly believe that you are unworthy and undesirable and not beautiful and ugly and all those things, then and if you're ready to dig deeper into that, then
Mhm.
it might be time to connect with somebody outside of your friendship group, like a coach or a therapist or something, to
Yeah. To
say, listen,
find
let's
out
talk
why.
about what is at the root of your
Yeah.
perception,
Or like Oprah
right?
says, what happened to you? Like what happened? What happened to you where you didn't used to feel this way? Something happened that changed
Yeah,
your own
yeah.
perspective of yourself, and
And
something
maybe
happened.
it is just a change in the definition. Maybe just offering a different interpretation of the definition of beauty, saying that yes, beauty is this in our
Mhm.
culture and our society with the products and the this and the that and the comparison and the TikToks. But
TikToks. Ugh.
what if beauty is actually a mirror facing into your heart and your soul? What makes you
Right.
beautiful as a human fucking
Ooh,
being,
wouldn't that be
right?
amazing if there was a mirror and you could stand in front of it, and it showed you how beautiful your soul
Oh, can
was?
you imagine? I
Can you
want that. I
imagine?
mean,
Oh, oh,
we can do that for ourselves, right? We can
yeah.
sit in contemplation and go, I'm a good fucking human being. I
Yeah.
bring beauty everywhere I go. right? I want people to live their best life. I'm an educator, I'm a teacher, I'm a whatever, I'm a nuclear medicine tech, a doctor, you're saving lives, right? You're doing these really powerful things that are absolutely beautiful in the eyes of the universe,
Yeah.
Sometimes we struggle to see that.
I know. It's time to open it up again, people. And you women out there, I hope you guys hear this. This is like, what kind of energy do you show up in the room? Show your beauty inside. Show up and shine and know how beautiful you are. You are powerful. You are strong. As Manjeet always says, you are sovereign. And you are part of this beautiful world. And there is beauty within you. No matter what your vessel looks like, there is beauty within you. Yeah.
Yes. And you're ready to see it,
Yeah, let's see it,
that.
feel it,
Yeah.
all the things. Yeah.
Yeah. So just maybe shifting, right? Shifting that
Mhm.
perspective of what that word even means to you. Like even using this as a journal prompt. What does beauty mean to me? Right. And take some time and write about that. Like what is your definition of it and how do you associate with that? Because that is directly related to sometimes how we feel desirable and worthy and loved and all that stuff. Yeah.
All that stuff, unfortunately. And it's a little stronger for women. I'm not saying that men don't pay attention and have self-care and then they like the way they look. But I think we women have really high expectations of ourselves and beat ourselves up if we don't meet them or if we start comparing ourselves to others. Yeah. So don't do that. Yeah. You're beautiful the way you are.
Stop it. Stop it right now.
Right now. Beautiful inside and out. All the things. Well,
and I think another inquiry just was coming up for me, just like even with our children, speaking to them and revamping the word. I remember saying to the girls when they were really little, I would say, what beautiful things did you do today? So that beautiful, that word is not just a physical appearance, but it's actually an action, and I think just maybe starting to reframe the word for yourself as being more whole, inclusive, more holistic versus just this aesthetic, mortal,
like you said,
meat sack.
It's not skin deep. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like what are the beautiful things you've done today? What beauty did you find today in the world? Like what beautiful thing did you see today? I just, I think it's a great opportunity to revamp that concept from a different perspective, a higher self perspective.
Yes. Again, I mean, I think beauty is something, that we can see, but it's what we feel. So if you bring your beautiful self forward, your soul, how beautiful is your soul? Just show up, everyone. Just show up and shine your light because that to me is beautiful. I think when you
just show up, okay, guys,
just show up and shine your light and just trust who you are, be who you are. I just wish more women could see the beauty in themselves. And I'm not saying that there aren't women out there who don't. We know, but I really hope that other women can support those that are feeling less than, that are beating themselves up, that are comparing themselves. And these young women, like my daughters, our daughters out in the world, where all of the women in the colleges need to step back, slow down, and really connect on a deeper, more beautiful, I'll just say it, more beautiful level, and not compare each other on the outside. What you look like on the outside does not describe who you are on the inside.
Yeah. And so this is another challenge. So I'm a coach. That's what I do, right? We fucking challenge all day long. And you can accept it or not take it. You can do whatever you want, but throw it out there. Another challenge for our audience and our listeners is how about 4 times this week, right? Stop somebody and compliment them on their beauty, not just their face or their physical attributes, but maybe something that they did. Like that was really beautiful that you met that person in front of you, right? I just really honor, like, challenge everybody here to say 4 beautiful things to somebody else. I really appreciate that you bought me this coffee today. It was a really beautiful act of kindness. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just maybe play with that this week. Yeah.
So not physically, not anything physical. You're not saying,
No.
I love your Prada bag. You know,
No. I mean, you can do that too. I mean, it's a beautiful, but yeah, we're kind of moving deeper, right? We're going into
that's what
that
I
deeper.
like. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
Like,
I agree.
yeah, and kind of revamping like an act as a beautiful act of kindness. Or I really saw what you did there in helping that elderly person put their groceries in the car. I just wanted you to know that was beautiful display of compassion. Thank you. Right. There's so many opportunities that we can share that beautiful light in the world by acknowledging beauty in a different way. And you know what? You might just make somebody's fucking day.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, everyone likes to hear like, oh, you look beautiful today, or oh, I like your shoes. I agree. Like, let's go a little deeper. Let's try and challenge yourself and acknowledge something beautiful that a person has done, or how they behaved, or the words that they used. There's so much more to beauty. It's so deep. Love it.
Yeah.
And I
I
love
it.
love it.
Too.
And I think you're right. That was our card. That was our strategic purpose or plan with our beauty card. It was so much more than the exterior. So much more.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And you're right. We're surrounded by women. We have these between us 5 girls. Well, really 7, we include our beautiful, other all these adopted beautiful sovereign queens in our life. And it is just like owning that you're owning yourself and who you are in your entirety is so beautiful. Like it is so beautiful to see. Yeah. I love this conversation, and I hope that this strikes some kind of chord, or maybe, inspires other people to really look at things maybe in a different way. But I do see the beauty in you, my sister, Mayume.
Oh, you're talking to me. Thanks.
Yes.
Thanks,
Yes.
Manj. No, I agree.
Thank you.
So much. I see and acknowledge the beauty within you. And we talk about this all the time. We're different. And that's okay. That's good. I love our uniqueness, and I honor especially all the beautiful things that you do and share, and all the people that you help in this world. So thank you so much for that beautiful work that you do.
No, same with you, sister.
Love
Beautiful
it, sister.
worker, light worker.
Hey, thank you, beautiful light workers, for tuning in on our show about beauty and beauty in the world. So go have a beautiful day.
Yes. We absolutely love you and see the beauty in all of you, because it is also within us, and together we are whole. We are one. We're connected, right?
That's right.
I love you all.
Love you guys.
Namaste.
Thanks for listening. Namaste. Bye.